got some identification?
Excuse me?
You got some identification?
Why would I need identification? I'm not driving, am I?
That's a problem. Second. I'm at the intersection of right outside the gate. Hey, can I see some identification?
Rather not participate.
Outside of Bravo, just outside the gate.
So where does the actual base start?
Can I see some identification?
Where does the actual base start?
I got my identification right here. I got my name and my badge. So
Appreciate your service, sir.
I would like to see some identification from you.
There's no need. How long you been in the service? Appreciate your service. How long you been in?
I appreciate it, and I would like to see some identification. Is there a reason that you don't want to identify yourself?
I don't answer questions.
I would like to see some identification.
I can appreciate that you would like to see some identification. That's good to know. Are you outside the bounds of your base? Where's the property line start on the base? Are you outside the base?
Can I see some identification?
Are you outside the base?
Can I see some identification?
Sir, I respectfully ask, are you outside the base? Are you outside the base?
Can you stop videotaping? Were you in the military?
When you entered the Corps, did you swear an oath?
Are you a 1%er?
What the heck is a 1%er?
Okay. Is there?
I've never heard of a 1%er.
Say again.
Are you outside the grounds of the base, sir?
10-4. What was that?
Are you outside the grounds of the base? Where's the property line?
You are on my property.
Where does it start?
Okay.
I'm on a public sidewalk, as you can see.
I understand that. It's illegal to videotape defense installations, entry control points.
Oh, is it? Can you cite me a code and I'll go look that up?
Yeah, it's I believe it's 18 U.S. Code 395 or 21 U.S. Code. Either way.
I'll have to go look that up.
You're right.
Because last time I checked, the Constitution trumps anything.
You're right. Can I see some identification?
I would not. I don't feel like participating in that at this time.
I'm a police officer, and I'm asking to see some identification.
What is your reasonable, articulable suspicion that a crime is occurring?
I'm just asking to identify you.
You're saying that you're a police officer.
To stop videotaping me. I don't see any reason why you need to videotape me.
You're out in public.
You're right.
You're out in public on a public sidewalk. There's freely access to the public.
Tell me about your shirt.
I haven't crossed. Have I crossed into the gate?
No.
Have I crossed the actual gate?
I'm curious. What's your shirt?
I can understand your curiosity.
What's your shirt say? What is that?
You want to read it out loud?
Okay, so what's that about? Do you have any weapons on you right now?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
Do you have any reasonable belief that I have a weapon on me?
How'd you get here today? Did you walk here?
I don't answer questions.
Okay. Then I don't need to answer any of your questions. So why?
Well, you're asking me questions. You're out in public, and you came to me and said that you're acting in an official capacity as a police officer.
Yes.
Then that means right now, in my opinion, you are a public servant. If you're coming to me like
I'm a military police officer, so I'm a public servant.
Am I actually on the base?
You are on Marine Corps Base Camp Pendleton's property, sir.
Where does that property line start?
Sir, can I see some identification? Do you have identification?
Can you just answer where does the property line start? Because if I'm on the property, I would like to exit the property. Can you tell me where the property line starts? Because there's a freeway on-ramp right there.
So let me ask you a question.
This is a public street right here, Harbor and San Rafael. Last time I looked it up. This was a public street with a public sidewalk.
Okay, so if you're Jewish, why do you feel the need to not answer any of my questions?
If I was what?
If you're a tourist, why do you feel the need to not answer any of my questions?
Because I'm under no obligation to. I'm under no obligation to answer anybody's questions.
Okay.
I'm on a public sidewalk. That's public. It's public access. I haven't crossed through your security perimeter you have up there.
So why are you filming Marine Corps base camp? That's my question.
I choose not to answer that question.
This is my supervisor. This is Officer Wally.
Hey, officer.
How are you doing, sir?
Pretty good. Can you identify yourself?
Officer Wally, Camp Pendleton.
Officer Wally?
Yeah. What, can we help you with anything?
No, I'm just on a public sidewalk. I haven't crossed over into some, security. I haven't crossed a security area. I like the, I guess you could say I'm a tourist.
Okay.
I'm just taking pictures. What's the problem?
I didn't say there was a problem.
He seems to think there's a problem.
I'm just asking for your identification. That's all I'm asking.
What is your reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime to ask for that?
I'd like to identify everybody who's approaching my installation. As a peace officer, I'd like to identify you. I'd like to know who I'm talking to.
How you doing, sir?
Good, sir.
Officer Pierce?
Yes, sir.
Nice to meet you. Marine Corps Police, Officer Hall. Nice to meet you, sir. You got stripes.
Yeah.
You got stripes. You both have 2 stripes.
You mentioned you're kind of a
What's your rank?
It's corporal.
Corporal.
Yeah,
Nice.
you
nice.
mentioned you're kind of
Are you a
tourist.
corporal?
What you're doing is actually illegal. It's actually.
Can I get a code?
It's felony to film any federal installation at entry or exit points
Okay. And where am I standing?
on federal property.
Where does that property line start and stop?
Right here. Starts right here. The moment you cross this light, you're on federal installation.
This is a public sidewalk, is it not?
This is federal property, sir.
Now, if I am on federal property, like I tried to ascertain from this gentleman, he wouldn't tell me where the property line started. If you're telling me that the property line
Starts the moment you cross that.
starts the moment I cross that intersection, even though I'm on a public sidewalk, and there's no, as far as I could tell, there's no line. There's a yellow thing. I don't know what that. San Diego County property.
Can I see some identification?
Is that a boundary marker? It says San Diego County property right there. Is this some type of boundary marker?
Can I see some identification?
And I am now past that boundary marker. Why couldn't you just tell me where the boundary was?
Can I see some identification?
No, thank you.
So you're acknowledging that this is the property line of San Diego County, and you were standing right here.
I'm asking if
So
this is
you're
a,
on my property.
I am
This is
asking
identification.
I am asking if this is some type of boundary marker. That's all I'm asking, if this is some type of boundary marker. Is that some type of boundary marker, sir?
I can't comment on what that is. I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's a sign and it's labeled, notice, San Diego County property. Wow, that's interesting. So could this whole area, it's in the grass, could this whole area, all this vegetation, who upkeeps this? Does the Marine Corps come out and upkeep this area out here? Do we know? Do we know who pulls the weeds? Do we know anything? I'm just curious. Who does the upkeep for these grounds right here? I mean, there's a San Diego County property sign right here. Hey, Oceanside Police! Dude, I'm just an independent journalist gathering content for a story.
What's the story?
Right now, you're the story.
So why won't you identify yourself? That's all I want to do is identify you.
Because there's no need. I'm out in public. I'm on, as far as I can tell, I'm on a public access sidewalk right here.
But I don't know who you are.
It's none of your business, with all due respect.
It is when you're standing in front of my installation videotaping.
You have problems with tourists taking photos of
Yes.
some Marine Corps sign?
Of access points to a federal installation, yes, I do have a problem with that.
Why?
Because this is a federal installation, it's a defense installation, so I just would like to identify you, sir. Can you just provide me with identification?
I, at this time, don't think I am obligated to.
Hey man, we don't want you here, and we don't want to be here.
I'll be more than happy to leave. If you want me to leave, if you want me to leave, I'm more than happy to leave. I mean, there's a magic question I can ask right now. Am I being lawfully detained, or am I free to go?
You're being lawfully detained because right now you're
under what reasonable suspicion of what crime?
According to federal legislation.
And what statute or code?
That's a federal crime.
Under what code?
Google it.
To record a federal installation?
Can you just tell me what the code is?
Google it. You got a smartphone, right? Google it.
Just letting you know what it is. I'm just saying, if you want to identify yourself to us, we can leave and you can leave.
Do you believe in the Constitution of the United States of America? Did you take an oath to the Constitution to uphold and defend it?
I fought for 4.5 years defending the Constitution of the United States. I don't need a lecture about the Constitution.
I'm not lecturing. I'm just asking a question.
Okay.
Do you believe that your activity right now, you're upholding that oath to the Constitution? Freedom of the press, freedom of speech.
How do I know you're press? Have you showed me any credentials to show that you're press?
The courts have ruled independent journalism is part of the press.
Under what code?
Case law. Look it up.
What case law?
Look it up. I don't answer questions.
Okay. All right.
Look it up. Do your homework.
And you're just making it more harder, so.
Why do you feel the need to ID
Right now,
me?
you're on a federal installation.
Look what this says right here. San Diego County property.
No, this is our property.
This is San Diego County property. Is San Diego lying?
This property is in San Diego, but this is a federal installation.
Yes, but am I on installation property right now?
Yeah, you are.
Then is this sign on the base?
It is. It's just
Who upkeeps this?
County.
Do you guys come out and do the weeds on this?
Sure do.
Really? Is that part of basic training? You guys get the grunts out here to weed this area?
I'm a grunt. Why are you saying grunts got to pull weeds?
Just a question. Gathering content. What's going on over here? How you guys doing? No ill will, man. I'm just an independent journalist gathering content for a story. That's it. I was just taking some pictures and photographs.
What's your story about?
Well, stories change from time to time. My story is now, what happens when a tourist comes to town and decides to take a picture of a sign?
You're a tourist?
I don't answer questions. It's a beautiful day. It's a great day to be out. I'm just a guy, as far as I know, on public property. It's a public sidewalk. I didn't cross into a security gate. I'm taking some pictures and some video. How is that? This is America. Is this not the United States of America? There's Oceanside. My boys in blue right there. You guys are out here? All right, I think I'm going to take off too, guys. I hope you guys have a nice day.
Good talking to you.
Good talking to you guys. See you guys later. You guys, I appreciate you, man.
Have a good one.
You too. I'm going to separate myself from the MPs. Oceanside PD showed up. I would assume that they told them tough shit. It's none of our business, and they took off. Now they're out there discussing it. They're still out there. Photography is not a crime. Notice I just walked away. He tried to tell me I'm being detained, yet I still walked away. And I will continue to walk away. One percenter.